Do you want to sit down and relax and watch TV and then leave GPT to create your listings for you so that you can wake up in the morning and have a batch of listings ready to go? You're going to learn all that in this one video. Hi, I'm Gary and welcome back to the Reseller Blueprint. If you've never watched one of these videos before, that's okay. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to show other resellers how I use AI in my own reselling business, which helps me to save time and work smarter, and hopefully to help other people such as yourself to follow that same process. Today you're going to learn my actual listing process using GPT. I'm going to show you how I create listings from photos and how I batch a large number of listings together, how I price my stock that I want to sell very fast, and the checks that need to be done before listing. And I'll be using same listing instructions I use in my own business. So you're actually going to see the real process that I use rather than something that somebody may have created just to do a YouTube video. Now, if you've seen the previous blueprint build, you'll be aware we've got ChatGPT to help us create our own personal eBay listing template. If you've not watched that video yet, the video I'm talking about is this one just here, but I'll also put a link to it at the end of this video and in the descriptions below. No more waffle, let's get into it. I'm just going to show you how this actually works. Right, I've opened up ChatGPT and I've gone over here and created a new chat, so it knows nothing about me at all. And the way I get this to do my listings for eBay is by dropping a prompt into this chat box. And what I've got it saved over on Google Docs. Now you don't have to try taking a screenshot of this, pausing the video and trying to write it out. I'm going to give you this exact template that I use to create my eBay listings. Now bear in mind that I only sell clothing, so it's based on clothing. You can still have a look at it, download it, have a look at it, and then sort of work around it to actually fit the items that you're selling. It starts off, I want you to become my eBay listing creator, listing my items from the photos I give you. And then I've gone into detail about how it should write an eBay style listing. Title must not be longer than 80 characters, and the title must be in the order brand, item, gender, size and colour, because that is what eBay has advised is the best order to put your title in. Right, so you'll have plenty of time to have a look at this later. I'm just going to copy this, just go over to ChatGPT, paste it in. And then I'm just going to hit return on that. This replies to me, absolutely, send me the photos of each item plus the measurements and I'll treat this as your standard eBay listing format from here. And it goes on to reiterate what I've told it to do. And what I asked it to do in the prompt, it's going to research comparable pre-owned sold items from the last 30 days. Where reliable sold price data is available, and give me an average recommended eBay price. And it's saying it won't add separate details, won't use bold text because I've asked him not to do it. I replied to him, I've asked it not to do that, and at the bottom it says send over the first items, photos and measurements, I'll build listing number 1. So then I'm going to grab some photograph, or a photograph to start with, because I want to show you how this works. Now I'm trying to find something. Now I'm going to grab this picture here. Now this is a Gillette jacket. I'm going to grab the picture of the jacket. I'm going to grab a picture where you can actually see the logo on the front, and what is important is that you grab the labels. I'm also going to grab the pick to pick measurement and the length. And I'm going to click open. Now I'm not going to give it any more, it's getting in the way, isn't it? I'm not even going to ask it to create a listing. I'm just going to give it these 6 images and let's see what happens. I'm going to let this run in real time, so you know it's not speeded up or anything, so you can see how fast it can actually do this and what it actually prints in the end. There we go. Right, it's the Gillette soft shell jacket men's, black fleece lined, full zip outdoor hiking coat. And it goes on to say Gillette men's black soft shell jacket in size medium. Practical outdoor design with full zip front, high funnel neck, embroidered Gillette chest logo and warm fleece lining. A versatile jacket ideal for walking, hiking, camping and everyday outdoor wear. Very good pre-owned condition with light signs of normal wear. Clean and ready to wear. And then it's given the different section here for the measurements. It's got the pit to pit, the length, sleeve not provided. Now I delete that, shoulder not provided. So what I would do with this prompt, I would then put in saying that sleeve and shoulder measurements are not required. And it's put in, please review the photos as these are of the actual item you'll receive. Recommended price $17.99. So I'm going to go in here and say or shoulder measurements. There, from now on, basically got it. From now on I'll only include the measurements actually shown or provided in the photos. And that is how I do a single listing, or how you can do a single listing. Now at the beginning of this video I did promise you that I would show you how I make bulk listings very easily whilst I'm sat watching TV or just chilling out. And the way I do it, I just grab the photos, and you have to do this about 3 items at a time because it won't allow you to do over a certain number of photos. So I'm going to grab that one, grab the label, grab that one, pit to pit and length. Then I'm going to go to the next one, grab the labels, and there's a label on there because it's sold with tags. So I'm just going to grab the details of the third one, pit to pit and length. I'm going to open them. And say again, I'm letting this load in real time so you can actually see, right, they're ready, they're done. And what I do 3 listings, and then just hit that and wait for it to happen. Now whilst this is happening, you can be chilling out watching the football, watching soaps, whatever you're doing, you know, binge watching on Netflix. So there we go. First one is a Roman dress, woman size 14. Next one is Adidas t-shirt men's, crew neck sports tee. Adidas t-shirt men's, crew neck sports. And it's put in that original retail tags are still attached. So what I would do, I'd work that into the listing details I gave it, so that it would have a it would say something like in the title NWT, new with tags. So what it's done 3 listings. So then I would go in again and I would grab 3 more items. So we're going to do this nice little jacket here. And this one as well. And we're going to grab our third one. Open again. And we'll let them pictures load. And it's going to go off and do exactly the same thing. But what's actually happening is that what it's actually doing is it's actually building up a stack of listings that you can leave in Chat GPT and they won't disappear in your new chat. There we go, look. Montague Burton's blazer, pit to pit, the recommended price $24.99. We've got a Fred Perry track jacket. I was hoping that would fit me actually, but it was just too small. Recommended price is $49.99, which I know is correct. And then it's got the Greg Norman polo shirt, and that's given a recommended price at $14.99, which I also know is accurate. Now, if you feel as if you're that person that would see $14.99 and you would go, I wonder if he's right, I better go and check. And then you find yourself checking every listing it's made. That's just going to slow you down. So what you can do is add this little bit and get a better spread of prices. Now let me show you what I mean. I'm going to grab this in future listings, give me the average price pre-owned items are listed on eBay for. Also give me the average price these are selling for in the last 30 days. So just copy that and we just drop it in the same chat. And what it's saying at the bottom is it'll base the figures on the closest comparable item I can find, matching brand, garment type, size, model and condition as closely as possible. If there aren't enough genuine comparable sales in the last 30 days, I will tell you rather than make an average, which is brilliant. So I'm going to give him thumbs up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just type in, give me the prices of the last 3 items. Last 3 items based on what I now want you to provide. So it's going to grab the last 3 items and it's going to check, and it should give us 2 sets of pricing for each one. Says me crossing my fingers. Right, there we go. I want to go Burton Shetland wool blazer. Average pre-owned listed is £22. Average sold is 15 to 18. My listing price would be $22.99. Fred Perry, pre-owned listed about £37. Average sold is 35 to 40, and his listing price is $44.99. Now this is one of the things that you need to check. And remember I told you that it's checks that I make. Now this is one of the things you need to check, because what I found with Chat GPT, it'll give you the average sold price, but he'll bump it up so that you can take an offer and knock it back down again to round these prices here. So as you can see, Greg Norman pineapple polo is £8 to £12 that they're listed for on eBay, but they the average sold price in the last 30 days is £7 to £10. Now look what ChatGPT offers. My listing price would be $22.99 because he's hoping that they will come out with the £10 offer and you can drop down into it. So that is one of the things you need to check when you're asking these prices. That's why usually when I'm doing my listing, these are the 3 that I add to my listing prompt. I want the average pre-owned listed price, average sold, and then it gives you a price they think you're gonna want to do. Right, now as I was saying, these you can build up while you're sat there watching TV. Right, just a quick update. If you're using the free version of GPT, then there's a good chance that every time you get GPT up, you'll just get a chat box to type into. So what you need to do is, with the prompt that you can get from below in the description, save that to a Word document or Google Docs, and then put that into the chat every time you want to create listings. Then upload your images and then get it to do all your listings. When it's done, all you need to do is copy the listings it's given you, put them into a Word document or a Google Docs, and then when you come to list them items, all you've got to do is copy and paste each individual listing into an eBay listing. Now, one last check that I do tend to do, let's get something up. I'm just going to pick something at random, so let's grab this pair of trousers. And what I've done, I've grabbed about 4 or 5 photos for this item. I'm going to cut out the analysing bit so we're straight into the prices. Right, so it's giving mountain wear as cargo trousers. What I always make a point of checking is the measurements, saying that the waist lay flat is 17 and inside leg is 33. So let's go and have a look at that. So these are the Mountain Warehouse ones. Let's have a look. 33, got the length of the inside leg correct. And put the the measurement across the hem. And it's saying that the waist size is 17, but as we can see, it's not. It's only 16. So that would be something that you'd need to amend. And as I mentioned, you can continue stacking these up right through the evening if you wanted. I mean, we done 6 quite quickly, and then in the morning you just go into that same ChatGPT, just go back into the chat in ChatGPT and you will see that they will still be there. What I will say is that because I have an eBay store, I have eBay active, which is links with ChatGPT, which does allow a lot more options. It does save chats that I've just done. If you tried today's workflow, I'd really love to hear how you got on. Just let me know in the comments below, especially how many listings that you actually got through using this process. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.